What's going on, guys? It's Clean Cut Carson, and I'm with
Asher, but I go by Ash. So I am a trans male. I've been transitioning since July of 2016. So I'm about, give or take, about 6 months, 7 months, 8 into this process. Maybe longer than that, about 8. And I am 34 years old. Pretty much met Carson through SunServe. So, yep, that's me. That's pretty much it.
Cool. Today's topic is what's missing in social media for the transgender community. So, in my opinion, and you can kind of elaborate if you want to, I kind of feel like some of the things we're missing is that I've seen some of, at least on the trans side, we have people that represent us that are typically the same people over and over. I would like to see some other people represent in the community, especially people of color would be great. Just to have more visibility in the trans community, period. We do have a couple people representing our community. Like, we have Aiden, and then Strike came out, which is a transgender show. Then we also have Star, the trans woman.
Oh, I can't think of her name. I always think of Laverne Cobb.
Amaya.
Oh, yeah, Amaya, yeah.
Amaya's in the... So, a lot of things have changed, which is really cool. So, at least on the trans side, a lot of us will start making videos or stuff like that, and they go stealth, or something happens to them, and they just stop making videos. And it kind of impacts our community a lot, because I feel like I know it benefited a lot, being able to see other guys out here and have the experience that I haven't even experienced yet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So especially how to take my shot, how to go find the doctor, how to change my name, like some of the stuff that I benefited from.
Yeah.
So
just to piggyback on that, I definitely don't want to take away from any of what I've seen out there as far as trans guys and even other trans people that have been very visible, but I still feel that our representation isn't as strong as it should be.
Right.
I definitely think that especially for some of our younger guys coming up, a lot of the bigger issues that I see for me is that all the trans guys that we see, it's always at the end.
that's true.
I would love to see a trans guy like myself.
Like before
it's like, where are these before pictures, man?
Yeah.
Everybody shows me these great pictures after you have awesome pecs, wonderful surgery. Everybody looks all fab, great facial hair. What about the trans guys that are at the beginning? Right. We definitely don't have any representation on a twofold scale. We don't have representation with other trans guys. Well, if you're a trans guy of color coming up, you don't have representation there.
Yeah.
And I definitely like to see more of my trans brothers still, I get it. Like, everybody wants to be stealth. I'm not taking anything away from that, but it's like, in your stealthness, quote unquote, you, like, kind of leave people like me who, I look up to my friend here, Carson, because, he's, what are you, like 3 years into this?
Yeah, 3 years.
And I'm like in months, and, he's like an inspiration, and it's hard to find that inspiration, while you guys, like, disappear. So, it'd be great to have more of a representation of what we have currently.
Guys would try to reach out to people that have been transitioning for a while, and they wouldn't reply, or they wouldn't want to try to help them out because for whatever reason. So just like how Asher actually helps me, doesn't even realize it. Like, I have gotten in that stealth mode, but I'm still here on YouTube no matter what. Like, I haven't given up on this at all. Like, had some setbacks. I'm moving. I've got a new job and all that stuff. I'm coming back full force, but overall, I don't want to stop, sharing my experience and sharing the things of how to do certain things, no matter what, because anybody can benefit for sure.
And you hit a really good, like, a sensitive point for me, because I actually had that happen to me.
Really?
Like, I've reached out, and, oddly enough, this person I knew before they transitioned.
Okay.
And, it's my time, whatever, and I reach out, and it's like crickets. So, I guess what I want to say is this, like, I get it. You've transitioned, you've gone through the process, but don't forget where you were, 2-3 years back, how confused, scared, unsure, at the end of the day, we're like boys growing into men, starting this whole process all over again. Like, I was ecstatic that I could come and have a conversation with you about an STP. Who else was I going to have that conversation with? My mother? Like, how am I supposed to have these types of conversations? I'm not saying that all trans people have to get along. Not all people get along.
Yeah, exactly.
But if another brother's reaching out to you, it already takes a lot as an adult to reach out. Like, don't be a jerk when somebody reaches out to you. They're reaching out because they see you and they see something that, they inspire to be. Like, it takes but 2 seconds of your time to answer a question that was already uncomfortable for that person to ask. I see the same 2 pictures all the time. The Aiden guy and Buck Angel. And I see buff bodies and tall dudes. And to be honest with you, not all trans guys are that fortunate.
Right.
With height, with body build, at the end of the day, we're men, and all men are shaped differently, just like all women are shaped differently.
Exactly, yeah.
And that representation should be there.
I just feel like, at this point where we are, just like when we had the Pulse event, just like with the whole presidential debates and getting Trump in office, how so many people got together and rallied and supported for all those events. I feel like trans people have to start doing the same thing for things to start changing. We don't need to be competitive with each other anymore. We need to be unified. Like, we really need it more than ever at this point. People are getting killed. We've lost so many people already in the beginning of the year. You're not on T, so you're not a trans man. That doesn't matter. It's, your transition, like I said in our medium, like, my transition isn't for people. My transition is for me.
Definitely need to become more unified as a people, as trans people, and stop shaming one another because we don't meet up to society's quote-unquote expectation of what male and female represent.
Guys, so what I want you guys to do, if you've watched this video to the end, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. We will continue to have more and more videos. And leave a comment below about what you think, what is needed in the transgender community and social media.